Ugh, guys, I'm so tired of school already. Lou, Raven, anyone, did any of you did the homework in the past 2 nights?
Wait, Dylan, are you talking about that 24-page worksheet?
Yeah.
No, I can't finish most of them in 2 nights. I only did 11 1/4 pages because I was busy with dinner and watching TV.
Me neither, I only finished 13.5 pages. Now we have to finish more problems this evening.
Yeah bro, good thing that tomorrow's the last day of math. Then starting on Monday, we're going into a different session and subject.
Finally. Hopefully we'll do a subject that's not worse and boring than math like geography or science, because for geography, you get to learn about the world and the environment, and for science, Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking are great scientists.
Well, at least Usher's coming tomorrow after his suspension is over. Yo Vince, read the board. Substitute teacher today. But what if Usher finds out?
Don't worry Vince, he and Mrs. Wilkerson will be back tomorrow hopefully. Hey, Peggy, Lou, Raven, we're going to have a substitute teacher today, and you know what that means?
Prank the teacher.
Alright, what kind of pranks should we pull on the sub?
I'll put a whoopee cushion on the teacher's chair. Ha 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 ha. This might be funniest fart ever.
Hey Peggy, put thumbtacks on a coffee mug so the sub's tongue will have blood.
I don't think that would be a good idea.
Just do it, there not any staff looking at us.
Okay Peggy, good job. Now write hey sub, you're ugly on the board.
Ha, hey sub, you're ugly. Hee 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 ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
The sub is going to get pranked.
Ha, owned.
Hello class, I'm Mr. Gonzalez, and I'll be your substitute teacher today.
Oh, shit.
Gary, Mason, Marty, Tyler, since I heard you're in summer school for your behaviors. If any of you cause trouble today, there'll be serious consequences. Anyway, I'll write my name on the board if you have trouble remembering. Hey, what's that on the board? Hey sub, you're ugly. Well, how incredibly rude.
Ha 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 ha.
Peggy, you wrote that.
Yay, I did.
Well, do you think he's ugly, and why would you wrote that?
No, because you guys told me to.
Haha, you think Mr. Gonzalez is ugly?
I do not.
There, Mr. Gonzalez. And I don't know where that muck came off. Oh well, I'll have a sip of it.
Guys, he's gonna drink it.
Hey, why did it sound like fart here? I taste blood from the coffee, ouch.
Ha 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 ha. Mason, he got owned.
Haha, owned.
Alright class, today your teacher told me to teach you all some math. I'll think about the questions I'll give out to you.
Hey Sasha, would you read this note?
Чому?
Just read it, it would be funny.
Sasha, what does the note say?
Boy. Who is passing notes?
Not Sasha.
Sashay, I see a letter on your hand. And if you like notes so much, why won't you read it to the class?
Добре, мистер Гонсалес виглядає як гей, австралиец настільки веселувати, дратувати, ВН, може секс купив гей педитур.
Sasha, how dare you pass that very homophobic and inappropriate note?
Але як це написав, це відбором, я ледь чуть лаюся, полізнуся, засмучуюсь.
It doesn't matter, that was unfunny, homophobic, and unforgivable. That's it. Go to the principal's office right now. Class. Stop laughing. What Sashay read was not funny.
Hey gay bastard, this is for you.
Vince, how could you give out the middle finger to me? That isn't polite to use. That does it, go to the office. Peggy, Dylan, Lou, and Raven, since you've been laughing and been too inappropriate, I'm going to send you 4 to the principal's office as well.
Hey, you didn't have to send Vince, Dylan, Peggy, Raven, and Lou to the principal's office. I heard Mason and Marty saying how you got owned, So aren't you going to send them as well?
Caillou, how dare you tell me that I didn't have to send Dylan, Raven, Vince, Lou, and Peggy to the principal's office? Mason and Marty, how dare you boys say I got owned? That's it, 3 of you go to the principal's office.
All right, let me get this straight. Sasha, the reason you're in my office because you read an inappropriate and homophobic note about Mr. Gonzalez, right?
Правильно.
Raven, the reason why you're in my office because you wrote the note and gave it to Sasha, right?
Right.
Dylan, Lou, and Peggy, the reason why you 3 are in my office it's because you put thumbtacks on the teacher's mug, putted a whoop cushion on the teacher's chair, and wrote "Hey sub, you're ugly" on the smartboard, right?
Right.
Mason, Marty, and Caillou, the reason why you 3 are in my office it's because you boys told Mr. Gonzalez that he didn't have to send Peggy, Vince, Dylan, Raven, and Lou to the principal's office and comment on him getting owned, right?
Right.
Vince, the reason why you're in my office it's because you used gay as an insult and gave the middle finger to Mr. Gonzalez, right?
Right.
Oh my god. I can't believe you 9 did all of those rude things to your substitute teacher. That's it, I'm going to call of your parents and guardians to come to this school for a meeting about your behaviors. Hello, is this Boris, John, Mrs. Forrester, Kimberly, Winston, Elena, Philip, and Ox? Good, this is Miss Ulrich, the summer school principal. I'm calling because your son's daughter and rival misbehaved for their substitute teacher, Mr. Gonzalez. I will need all of you to come to the school so we can talk all about your kid's terrible and bad behaviors today. Okay, you all are in your ways. I'll see you all in a bit. Now that we're all aware of this situation, let's talk all about your children and rivals' nasty behaviors today. First, Mrs. Wilkerson was sick and can't come today, so the kids had a substitute teacher named Mr. Gonzalez, and they were inappropriate, homophobic, and rude towards her. This all started when Raven, Peggy, Dylan, and Lou were pranking him by putting thumbtacks on the mug, put a whoop cushion on the chair, and wrote "Hey sub, you're ugly" on the smartboard. And then Raven passed a homophobic, xenophobic, and inappropriate note to Sasha, and he read it to the entire class in a different language since he was born in Ukraine, and everyone was laughing, except for Mr. Gonzalez, who felt uncomfortable and offended. Also Winston, here's why your son is in big trouble along with Peggy, Lou, Raven, and Dylan. You see, he used the word gay as an insult and gave the middle finger to Mr. Gonzalez.
Vince, what you did at school today wasn't funny at all. Using gay as an insult makes you homophobic, but luckily you didn't say that homophobic slur that starts with the F and an E. If you said that, I would be extremely cross. When we get home, you'll be grounded and you won't watch the new episodes of The Simpsons, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, The Great North, or any show that's made by Fox and 20th Century Studios this September, that also includes 20th Century Studios movies.
Same goes for you boys. You won't watch any shows, movies, or play video games made by your favorite companies.
Raven, how dare you pass notes in class and prank your substitute teacher by telling one of the students to put thumbtacks on the mug, a whoopee cushion on the teacher's chair, and made her write "Hey sub, you're ugly" on the smartboard.
Dylan, how dare you force one of your classmates to prank the substitute teacher?
You're ugly on the smartboard.
Teacher's chair, and wrote "Hey sub, you're ugly" on the smartboard. That was an immature and despicable thing to do, you naughty girl.
Caillou, how dare you tell your substitute teacher that he didn't have to send Raven, Peggy, Dylan, Vince, or Lou to the principal's office?
But Dad, he's not our real nor homeroom teacher. He's just a sub, and subs don't know what's going on.
Caillou, it's the same thing. You're not allowed to disrespect any member of staff. Not only Mr. Gonzalez was your summer school sub today, but he's also a homeroom teacher during the regular school year. And I thought of a great consequence for you, Dylan, Mason, Marty, Lou, Peggy, Raven, Sasha, and Vince.
And what's that, Miss Ulrich?
I have decided to keep Dylan and Vince 1 extra hour in detention until 3 p.m. since it's their first times getting in trouble at summer school. While the rest of them will have 2 extra hours in detention until 4 p.m. Instead of them going home at 2, most of them will go home 2 hours later, while 2 of them will go an hour later. And since I know Mason and Marty caused trouble to Mr. Gonzalez, they'll have 3 extra hours of detention until 5 p.m. starting tomorrow. Hi you, Raven, Peggy, Mason, Marty, Vince, Sasha, Dylan, and Lou. You all will stay after school starting tomorrow and for the rest of the summer school until the last day, which is on August 20th. Go home right now.
Caillou, your father told me everything you did at summer school today. How dare you tell your substitute teacher that he didn't have to send Dylan, Lou, Peggy, Vince, or Raven to the principal's office?
That is it, mister. You are grounded until Labor Day weekend. Go to your room right now and think about your behavior.
Raven, your father told me and your brother about what you did today. How dare you pass notes in class and told one of your classmates to put thumbtacks on the mug, a whoopee cushion on the chair, and wrote "Hey sub, you're ugly" on the smartboard.
That's it. You are grounded until the Tokyo 2020 Olympics' final day. Go to your room right now.
Wow.
Peggy, how dare you put thumbtacks in the mug, put a whoopee cushion on the teacher's chair, and wrote "Hey sub, you're ugly" on the smartboard. You're lucky that he didn't die, otherwise we would pay his hospital and funeral bills.
That's it. You are grounded until your sister's dog's voice actor gets remarried. Go to your room now.
Boys, how dare you tell Mr. Gonzalez that he got old after he got pranked? That's it. You boys are grounded until you repeat the 9th grade this September. Go to your rooms now.
Vince, how dare you use gay as an insult and gave the middle finger to the substitute teacher. What you said was very homophobic. Even our family members and co-workers might get offended if they're part of the LGBT community.
But Mom, you should understand that I'm not gay. I'm straight because I'm attracted to women. Even our dog Rose isn't gay as well.
Still, that doesn't mean you have to use it as an insult. That's it. You're grounded until you stop becoming a troublemaker. As punishment, we're going to make Rose chase you. Go get him, Rose.
Сашка, як ти смеш читати недоречну та гомофобну нотатку про свого вчителя-замника? Ось все, він заземлен, поки Україна не вступила до Європейського Союзу. Іди до свого комнаті зараз.
Dylan, we can't believe you pranked your substitute teacher along with Raven, Lou, and Peggy. That's it, you are grounded until Vance Productions reaches 2,000 subscribers.
And while you are grounded, you'll be eating nothing but lumpy potatoes for every meal. Go to your room now.
Lou, how could you tell one of your classmates to write "Hey sub, you're ugly" on the smartboard? That wasn't a perfect thing to do. Since you've kidnapped Sonic on his 30th birthday and tried to murder him, you'll be staying in the basement during your grounding time. You are grounded until your voice actor's TV show premieres on Disney in the UK. Now stay in the basement and don't come out unless me or the ugly dolls say so.
I'll call CPS because you ground me for no reason along with the ugly dolls and Mandy.
Hey, I heard that. Stop your crying and sleep on the damn floor.